it's Nathalie, and I'm going to make some map tags. I've got some shipping tags, a couple of different sizes, some large ones and some medium ones and some small ones. I have my cat to help me. You always have to have a cat to help. And I have tea dyed this or coffee dyed this piece of just regular atlas paper. I think this is a City Side, maybe, that says Graham, it's a Texas. Okay, so I'm going to put the matte medium, and I've got some Liquitex matte medium and a sponge brush. And this is the side of the map that I want to use, and so just making sure that my print is going the right way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do several of these at one time, and the cat may be fixing to fall off the table, but I hope not. So, make sure I get a good coat on here. I'll cut these out afterwards. And so like I probably should be doing this from the other side, but I want to do several of them at one time. And it's going to have some other stuff on top of it, so that'll be fine. And I think if I go ahead and just do the back of this, then that'll give it the moisture it needs for it to lay flat. These are nice and dry now. I've got 2 sheets of them, so I'm ready to cut them out. And I'll just do one, and then you're not going to have to watch me do all of this stuff. I've gathered up the things that I want to put in this. I have this little 1 through 10 little numbers, and I got this out of romance novel. These are miniatures of like big 12 by 12s, but these are 6 by 6. And so I cut that off of the bottom of one of the pages. That was all I wanted off of that. I don't want to cover up my whole map. So I've got that, and I have a songbook page, and it actually says Wherever We Roam. And so I thought that would be cool for a map. And I've got this little piece of doily that I have distressed with a little bit of stamp pad, a little turquoise stamp pad, and then a little bit of brown. This is just a little torn piece off of, I had used some crinkled paper and some washers. This is a scanned copy of that. And so I had rusted my washers. And then I love the way that it looked on the paper, so I scanned that so I could use that again and again. And I've got this little washi tape that says ticket. So we'll see what this does. All right, so I've got a little pigment ink pad that's permanent, and my little glue stick. And I'm going to turn this, there's a little space here, so I'm going to turn this with that space to the inside. You can just put whatever you want to on here. All right, this is just me. double row of messy sewing machine stitching on here. I used kind of a bigger needle, not one that was a good needle for my fabric sewing. And I've got a little key. I'm going to put that on the front and it'll hang loose. I'm not going to glue it down. I've got some black seam binding, a piece of this really cool cord that a friend of mine had, and she had a whole big old gigantic roll of it. And this is some vintage lace that was still in the little wrapper package, and so it's not really that vintage, but probably from the 60s or 70s, I'm guessing. So I've cut them 12 inches long, fold them in half, and then since I haven't done the key attachment thing before, we'll see if I can remember or think about how to do that. So I'm going to go from the front to the back. Okay. Now then is the tricky part, because I know that's going to loop to the front. All right. So I'm thinking if I put the key here, and I'm also thinking that I might just put the key on this part. So I've got the key through that. Then these are going to come back together and they'll loop through this. Now I may have to just do this all over again, but maybe not. So I'm going to kind of work that down, give these, the black is kind of loose, I'm going to give that a little tug to kind of tighten that up, and then tug on my lace a little bit so that my lace will tighten up, but I don't want to tear my lace. That's good. All right. So, there we go. Got the little tassels on there. Let me back this up a little bit. I think this turned out pretty cute. Thanks for watching. Bye.